And she only used to be identifiable by the number tattooed in her ear. So she only used to be identifiable by the number in her ear until she was rescued last fall. She was forced by pharmaceutical companies to be put into a lab and be infested with worms, fleas, and ticks, and then force-fed and had toxic chemicals smeared all over her body and tested for companion animal products. I'd like to show you that we do not need animal testing. According to www.PETA.org, more than 100 million animals are killed in the U.S. every year, and it's time to take matters into our own hands and stop this animal cruelty. I'm assuming that none of you agree that animal testing is a good thing. You'll agree that there are better alternatives to animal testing that give us the same results. I'd like to persuade you that animal testing is bad science, costly, and there are better alternatives. First, I'd like to tell you why animal testing is bad science. The FDA reported 92 out of 100 tests that pass animals fail on humans. And animals protected under the Animal Welfare Act can be abused and tortured still, and the law doesn't require valid alternatives to animals. Statistically, then 100 million animals are dying each year of bad science. Now some of you might be wondering what the cost difference is. According to www.PETA.org, more than 16 billion taxpayer money goes to animal testing. www.hsi.org states that for non-germ toxic cancer risk, an animal test would be $700,000, or you can do a Syrian hamster embryo cell transformation test, which is going to get you the same results, but you can do an in vitro test, which only costs $22,000. Or another example is a skin corrosion rabbit skin test. An animal would be $1,800. Or you could do an epiderm human skin model in vitro test for only $850 and get the same results. The point here is that vitro tests can be much less than animal testing. So why do people still do animal testing? There are 4 main reasons why animal testing is still used. 1, to advance scientific reasoning. 2, models to study disease. 3, to develop and test potential forms of treatment. 4, to protect the safety of people, animals, and the environment. But the FDA reported that 92 out of 100 drugs that pass animals do not work on humans, so it's not protecting animals or humans. I have shown you that animal testing is not needed and is a bad thing. A fair question to ask here is, what do we do to stop it? There are alternatives to animal testing. There's the in vitro tests, which they're tests using human cells and tissues, and in silico tests, which is computer modeling techniques. And then there are human volunteers. And you can help stop animal testing too. You can spay, neuter, and adopt. Donate your body to science. Only donate to cruelty-free charities, and report anything you feel to be suspicious. If none of these facts made you realize animal testing is bad, keep in mind Libby, the puppy who was saved from a laboratory. How would you like it if you were taken by your will, forced in laboratories, and tested by all these different drugs that you didn't know if you were going to survive or not? So we should all get on the computers now and subscribe, donate, report, and stop animal testing. If we all believe this should be stopped, we can make it happen. And why wait for tomorrow when we can be one step closer to stop animal testing if we start today?